Welcome back. It is time to check in with our very own Tom Turton, who is live at the Resource Center. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, and I am here at the Resource Center with Roy Rickstrew. He's your disability rep, and Roy, bunch of changes all of a sudden when it comes to Social Security. What's going to be happening? Because things have got to change if you're getting rid of people and things like that.
Yeah, lots of changes on the horizon. You probably saw that the that the manager, the director of the Social Security Administration had stepped down a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
There's also news reports out there that they're going to cut maybe up to 50% of the Social Security staff. They've closed, I think last week, 10 Social Security offices. The closest one to us was in Batesville, Arkansas.
Right.
But there's more closures that are anticipated as part of the trim down of the national government.
Yeah.
So there's going to be changes for those folks that are out there pursuing their disability, their retirement, their widow's claims, whatever.
Well, you talk about, the director steps down. That's one thing, but we have to be concerned with the rank and file people.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Yeah. So a couple things that they're doing. Most offices are no longer open to the public. And let me say this very carefully. You can go into the office, you'll sit there with a number, you'll wait until your turn's called. They'll schedule you a phone appointment for a later date. So most of the offices have closed to walk-in business. And that's a huge change for folks, because when all else fails, you show up, right, to try to get some sort of an answer. And anytime that there's an increase in wait times, it transitions to a greater number of denials. Yeah. The delay results in denial a lot of times. And that's an unfortunate reality of government programs, but the more people are buried in the work, the harder it is for them to keep up, and the less control they have of their workload. Unfortunately, clients often suffer with denials.
And there aren't less clients, fewer clients.
That's correct. That's correct. There's always an increase in the number of clients from year to year.
Okay.
So a couple things to remember, while Social Security is trimming down, part of the disability process is actually handled by state employees. Right. And this is our disability determinations. They work for the Department of Education here in Missouri, similar in most states. Any kind of government Social Security headcount reduction won't impact the folks who are actually making disability determinations.
Okay.
The other thing is the administrative law judges are kind of their unique carve-out. So the judges that hear the cases aren't necessarily attached to Social Security directly. Huge cuts in the number of people may not affect the administrative law judges. Now, having said that, they did change some of the protections for administrative law judges. Right. The idea making it easier to get rid of bad judges. But anytime you threaten the security of people in their jobs, oftentimes people step away from that profession, step away from that employer, and find something else to do.
Yeah, but then again, you're still reducing, manpower kind of thing.
Overall, yeah.
All right. So where do we go from here then?
Well, they're trying to fix it by utilizing technology. The problem with this is a lot of folks that have limited ability and are struggling with a disability are going to struggle with the technology. A lot of older folks are not as tech savvy, but they're moving more things to web-based, to online portals. They are simplifying some of their forms to try to make the process easier. You can now request appeals online, so they're moving more of their services to an online format. But again, that kind of plays into the weaknesses of a lot of my clients and a lot of folks that are looking at retirement age type questions.
Well, yeah, because if you're not tech savvy or you don't feel comfortable doing that, where do you turn?
Well, to a representative is the answer. And obviously it's self-serving to suggest somebody to hire a representative, but in this environment, we have real-time access to your medical file. We're able to accurately and timely submit evidence that's necessary to move your case. Obviously, we have workflows in place to make sure that that stuff is in and we can confirm that it's in. When things are kind of going to get harder for the workers at Social Security and more things are likely to get lost, having somebody that's cued in on making sure that things stay clean and effective is a great strategy.
I think my immediate worry was if things start to pile up now, they just continue piling up. How do you get catch up in something like that?
Yeah, it's difficult unless you have somebody who's pushing those issues for us. 417-812-6698 is me here at the office. Give me a ring, guys.
Your disability rep, Roy Rickstrew. Back to you guys.